Okay, kids, it's Rocco here. We're going to talk about transitions. Why are we going to talk about transitions? Because I'm starting to feel my audience. People are looking for growth. People are looking for a better, happy path to life and so on. So come on in. I'll answer all your questions. You know, we could talk money, we could talk jobs, we can talk retirement, we can talk job transitions, we could talk trolls. You know, that's what I talk about. Cyber security, AI threat detection, things like that. So how you doing, guys? I'm checking in. I was on earlier today. This is my 19th live. Things are starting to pop. How you doing, Kevin? How'd you do? How'd you do today? Did you have a good day? Boy, I'm gonna. You're still working? Okay. What's your next stop? Are you going to get promoted? Are you going to stay there? Or are you going to move on to do something else? Are you going to retire? Yeah, notification. Yeah. Second time on today because I figured, hey, let's split it up. Let's see what happens. I'm going to talk about transitions if you want to talk about transitions or money. I was very intrigued by that young person asking about the $500, what they would do with $500. Keep giving me the thumbs up, man. I appreciate that. I could understand. You got any other investments besides the home? Because the home could only go so much per year. You know what I'm saying? You got to fix up the house too. Don't fall in love with the house as an investment. You're pretty young though, right? You're in your 30s? Isn't it 37 or so? Hey, Craig, how's it going, man? Oh, 45. Oh, you only got 10 years left. 10 years. Look at your life the next 5 years. How do you think you look at 50, 55? Your health. Your health is important. Look who's back. Davey. Oh, thank you, Davey. Appreciate it, man. Craig, what's going on with you? You got a big day tomorrow or next week? I looked at my schedule before I got on and I'm like, I'm getting bored, you know? Wasn't too bad. I watched two baseball games. Bad news on both of them. But I studied a little bit. I didn't go out today, you know, and that's kind of unusual for me. That's the way to go, man. Brandon. All right, man. They're bringing them in. Cyber security, trolling the trolls. What am I doing in this life? I'm already doing it. I'm already doing it. I'm 71 years old. I've created a lot. I actually brought a book here that I received in 2002 when I first moved to Florida. And I put it on my thumbnail here. It's called Transitions by William Bridges. It's a good book. And I only keep books that I know I'm going to reread or I keep reading them. You know what I mean? And I actually take notes and say, okay, I bought it in 2002 and then I reread it in 2007 and so on and so on and so on. So it's a good book. Okay. Don't overspend, Craig. Only what you need, not what you want. Craig and Kevin, you guys watch your money, but sometimes, you got to have a good time too, once in a while. Just make sure that, you hit your budget and whatever is left over, enjoy life a little bit too. No, I don't drink spirits. Yeah, neither do I. After a certain point, I don't wear clothes that I used to and so on. And in fact, I'll be going to Vietnam in November. I get my clothes now in Vietnam. It's like 25% of the cost. Gold hunting. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Oh my God. I love these guys. It's a career, man. It's a career. They're comedians. That's what you guys should tell me. Who are the best comedians? I like that Burr guy. What's his name? Sean Gill. He's another one that's kind of funny. Uh, uh, Gafferty, the guy, he's pretty good. Yeah, but I know they're really sophisticated because I've seen them out in our parks and I stop a couple guys. Yeah, $10,000 probably is going great, but don't you get a lot of junk too, like pop bottles and, the caps and all that stuff? But you just got to be patient, right? Yeah, Gaffigan, he's funny. I don't know who Di is. I don't know who he is. Uh, let's see here. We're up. You know what? The timing must be good after 7 Eastern. You guys start popping. That's good. That's good. I don't know if God wants me here. I think I might have 20. My dad's 100. My mom lived to 94, so. And I live as good as a life as they did. I'm talking about moderation. Oh, really? Kevin, really, huh? You don't hit that? Why, are you on sand or something like that? That you do this hunting? Oh my God. Mary Jane, you've been here before. I try to talk about as much as I can to my fans and my VAPs, but I get a lot of trolls because I'm new to this, right? But it's actually kind of funny. Oh yeah, 10,000 for sure. They're high tech, man. You must be in pretty good shape though, Kevin, to do all that. You're doing a lot of hills and stuff like that. You wear special shoes. What else do you bring? Yeah, I know trolls are funny. They are. They actually should go into comedy. They could do a business. Okay. What kind of animals do you have there? I mean, aren't you afraid of animals attacking you or anything, Kevin, when you're out there doing that? Do you go alone or do you go with somebody? I'm in the US, but Kevin's in New Zealand. On TikTok, they got in Australia, they got the kangaroos fighting and stuff. It's kind of funny. No, I know. That's their life, the trolls. They live in farms, they're sheep. Kevin knows that. Nothing, you got a lot of sheep though, right? New Zealand? Besides the trolls, you got real sheep. They outnumber the people, no? The population. Italia. I'm half Italian, second generation US. You go alone, huh? How many miles is it, Kev? Johnny, welcome. Yeah, my grandfather and grandmother were born and immigrated from Bari in Trojano, South Italy. Okay. Yeah, I know they're high tech, Kevin. At that rate, that's big time business. Yeah, Bari. Craig, you're into photography? That's a beautiful thing. Photography. It's for life. You know what I mean? Images. Gabe. Okay, 240. You have what kind of cars you guys drive out there, Kevin? You got SUVs? What do you drive? Land Rovers, like I see, or are you guys in the Subarus, or what do you got? Is everything expensive? Yeah, Italy. I've been to Italy at least 5 times. Or Ranger. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if Ford is doing. Is Ford doing good? I know they had some issues with Trump or something like that. They're going to start building them back in the United States. Craig, that makes sense, man. Beautiful stuff. Photography. Which way you going? The Japanese? The cameras, I guess, are the best. Are Japan? They used to be German, but uh, I haven't had a camera since probably college. I used to do when my kids were born. I did the 8 millimeter, big 8 millimeter. Uh oh, James is back. Trump in 2028. You never know, man. You never know. Yeah. Well, Kevin, Ford, they're probably 40,000 up to 80,000, No, I don't garden. I live in a condo. It's too much work. Oh, yeah, Fords are popular. How about Subaru or Subaru out there? I would think that the Japanese, well, maybe not because their SUVs I think are assembled here in the United States. I've got an SUV Subaru and I think it's my fifth one. I'm very happy with them. Johnny, that is a sin. Johnny, that's a sin. BMW, I've had a BMW. Their maintenance, though, is high. I've had Audis, Beamers. I've never had Mercedes. I was never impressed with Mercedes. Yeah, Subaru. Well, they're in the racing now, too, big time. They got a great engine. I think it's called a block or something like that. They got that turbo going on now, too. No, Mary Jane. No. Mary Jane, what kind of gardening? Yeah. No, I've heard good things about Nissans. I've heard good things about Nissans. Actually, when I rent cars, I ask for Nissan and they got the push button, which most of them have now. But they're a good car. Oh, yeah. And Mike Tyson, badass man. There we go. Is there competition? Beamer, Audi. I love Audis too because they're really, I like the firmness about them. But they're high maintenance too. They're good looking though. Audi's coming out with some good looking cars. Skipper, I'm a big Subaru guy. And by the way, my Subaru had a electronic problem here in the U.S. and they replaced it. After about 3 months, they did a lot of investigation. My rental car was free, and they actually contacted me, the vice president in the U.S. They replaced my car. I had little over 50,000 miles on my previous SUV. They replaced it in full for $5,000, and it was a $40,000 car, brand new. And they just treated me like gold. Tesla, it's going to be interesting what's going on. There's a big contract. Tesla's working with USPS. USPS has a multi-billion-dollar EV request. And Tesla didn't get the order until Trump got in, and they're going to renegotiate. So I think Tesla's going to get maybe a third of that deal. Don't know about Hyundai. Don't know anything about Hyundai. I don't have a family member that owns a Hyundai. I think there is a Kia, Kia. Some of my nephews have Kia. Yeah, Subarus, man, they're badass. I mean, they back them up, man. That's cool. By the way, they're very profitable for the dealership. I hear people love Subaru because of their margins. They give them good margins. But they back them up, man. You don't see a lemon law with Subaru. I don't know drummers. I don't know actors. I don't really watch that shit. Kevin, do you know what they're talking about? I don't know. I don't think I need any help though because I like the fact that they're on. It's all about cybersecurity and YouTube's good. YouTube and Google, that's my number one sponsor. That's who I want because that's the reason why I talk about it. You know what I mean? Thank you. Keep sending likes and comments and all that, guys. This is good stuff. Yeah, I have no clue of some of the shit that they talk about. I don't know. I never put my time into it. Houston, Texas. You just picked up Korea. He hit a home run, I think, today. They put him at third, by the way. He's a good player. Yeah, Subarus go on forever, man. And they keep their value. Is Kia and Hyundai? No, isn't, are they both Korean? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I could retire. How can I retire? Oh, you an Astro fan? I heard they were cheaters. They got a good team. Craig, I thought you went shopping. What are you going to go for? Groceries or what? Frederick, I don't have a wife. I just paid last May, my last alimony check. We broke in good terms, though. You know, she got the money and I got my freedom. That's why I'm on this. I thought about that recently. I thought, you know what? She'd probably go nuts if I was on YouTube. Because she really didn't understand me, that I'm trying to help people, you know? No, Chris, I'm not. But if you're on the troll squad, stay on and keep commenting. I think Davey's your leader. Couple bags at a red light now, okay. Yeah, that's right, Mary Jane. That's right. I'm in West Palm Beach, Florida. West Palm Beach, Florida. USA, yeah. I'll be traveling. I got to go to Boston I returned from Philadelphia, my grandchildren, and then I'll return. But I'll do some YouTubes and stuff from the hotels. Cincinnati, love those Reds uniforms. The Bengals, man, I don't know, man. I was hoping that they were going to do something last year, but those whiteouts are like awesome on fantasy football. Sorry, Chris. If you don't feel, that's okay. Yeah, my grandson's Ivy Leaguer, so I'm going to go see him with my son and his wife and their daughter. Yeah, we're down to 16, but you know, the trolls they're losing momentum. Can't you tell? You know what? Too much pizza rolls. I swear to God. And Monster, they probably took some naps in between, so I gave them some time, and they're still not any good. Lake Michigan, okay. Wow, good for you. Isn't it really cold up there? Wow. I went up to Door County, I think. Is that Door County, Michigan? Yeah, it's part of Michigan and Wisconsin, or what's the part up there in Michigan? I forgot. Years ago. Good hockey teams, man. Good college hockey teams. Let's not talk about football. What do I do with my free time? YouTube. No, I stay out of trouble. I'm selling my condo. I don't want to own anything. I'm like Kevin. Kevin's at the point where he's just eventually he's going to do what I'm going to do, which is minimalize my life. Keep it real simple, liquid, have cash, be flexible. I'm pro U.S. and I trust the Trump administration. Chris, I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I'm getting on TikTok. I do shorts. Yes, you could. That's my brand, Rock LaManna. That's my birth name. I registered my name. And I got a website, Rock LaManna. You could always contact me through email. Okay, we're picking up here. The Green Mill in Minnesota, huh? Yeah, I've been there. I think I was at one of the originals. I think it's a franchise now. Kevin, that would be cool because I know there's people here in Florida that do that. Yes, Rock ROCK. That's my birth name. Oh, oh, the Green Mill in Chicago. Okay. My parents were born and raised in Chicago. I was born and raised in St. Paul, Minnesota. If you're new to the station, I'm one of 11 children, and we're all alive. And my father's alive at 100. Titan. Hi, Titan. Uh, Cocktail, I don't know your question. It goes pretty quick, you know. I don't see them all. Arizona. I just texted one of my buddies in Arizona. Pretty good golfer. He's got some cancer. He was single for years. I was single for years. My dad's 100% Italian. Both. Mary Jane, both. Moderation. My father taught us how to eat in moderation. No drinking, no guns, no mistresses. No, no, I'm not going to talk about that. You know, I like to talk about, you know, people getting ahead. Kevin, you'll be with me a long time, man. And if you need help to get your channel going, it hasn't been easy. Believe me, it hasn't been easy, but I'm getting to the finish line, man. It takes a lot of work. Somebody asked, what do I do? I got a marketing team, I have an editor, and I have strategy. You know, I think about this. Because to me, I want to get it going and so it could grow. And I'm actually working on certain words that I get sponsors. With sponsors, it's AdSense. So people, large companies, pay Google. I think it's $50 billion a year in advertising spend. They call it. No, Bari, Bari. My grandparents. My email is on my website. My website is rocklamanna.com. You could contact me there. It'll come right to me, my email. Florence is beautiful. I've been there more than once. I bought a lot of leather goods there when I was there the first time in 2000. I passed on a lot of my purchases from Italy to my kids. Watches, rings, stuff like that. I'm basically downsizing everything. Look at no jewelry. I don't wear any jewelry, nothing. Thanks, Kevin. Kevin, I talked to my attorney last week about upon my death, my they call this digital assets. My digital assets will all go to my two boys, and they'll laugh. But I got publications, I got income coming from it, consulting work and stuff like that. This is fun. This is actually fun. I'm starting to realize, who the players are and who's not. But if I go to only help one, like Kevin, Craig, some of you guys that kind of take a serious interest in it, It'll be okay. Ryan, you have to earn it. And I'm very close. And once I earn it, I have 3 charities. I set up a foundation. Chris, look at my channel and get the correct spelling. Cool. My death wish? In my sleep. In my sleep. And never wake up. Like my grandmother, my Polish grandmother, my mother's mother, she passed away at 73, and my mother and her sister happened to be there in Chicago visiting her, not knowing that she was ill or was going to die. And here they were watching the TV series called All in the Family back in 1973. And she passed away the next morning. It was unbelievable. And you know, my mother passed away on July 19th. July 19th. And we buried her on July 24th. And I keep prayer cards, when people pass away and so on. We look back, and her mother was buried on the same day, July 24th. Unbelievable. So when I think of that, I think about my mother and my grandmother both in heaven, you know. Washington State. I'm trying to think. They got college ball. Well, you got Seattle out there, right? We got Pete Carroll over at Las Vegas Raiders now. I think he's going to do good. No guns. No guns. Our family, no guns. Quebec. Thank you, Anton. Hockey. Hockey, Quebec. The good old days. Yeah, it was crazy. You see, Mary Jane, you see how, that's all I'm talking about, some of my history. I don't have a shower song. When I take a shower, I'm always worried about washing my hair, and to me, it's a chore. You know what I mean? So I'm not a singer, as you can tell. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is un-American. Guns are big. Oh, Kevin, you must be a stud, man, because we are just talking about rugby, how tough it is. How tough it is, and these guys. But we were talking, my doctor was actually telling me about rugby. They don't go in with their head. You know, like in football, American football, they go in with their head and they jam their necks and everything. Okay, if you're 24 years old, I picked this book up. It's called Transitions. It's William Bridges. Look it up. You could probably get it on audiobook. You probably get it at the library. It's cheap. It's a paperback. I've kept it for years, and I reread it because I've gone through a lot of transitions in my career and a lot of transitions in my relationships with women. That's my advice. Rugby's hardcore, but it's getting popular. It's getting popular. Uh-oh, concussions. Kevin, it's time to cut it loose. Concussion is bad, man. I know it's hard to let go, but your body's going to tell you. Your body's going to tell you, and it's not worth it. Like I said, I don't exercise like I used to. I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not. That's wrestlers. I thought wrestlers gives you that. You wear those headsets, right? There's a lot of, I read a lot in my career, and but I also had a lot of mentors. It's good at your age 24 to find a mentor. It's awesome. My son just told me in the past week how much I helped him in giving him advice. And you know what? As a dad, that's pretty cool. My father was my mentor too. Oh, somebody cut. That's cool. YouTube. You see, cyber security. Cybersecurity is a big thing, man. So these trolls eventually they get busted. Then they change their name. Then they go on and and you know what? Most of them don't get paid. That's what's sad about it. Yeah, it is. It's fake. But, you know, they're not buying homes like you, Kevin. You know what I mean? And $10,000 machines. Or Subarus. I don't even want to talk about it, Joey. I don't want to talk about it. Boston just passed the Yankees. Yankees lost to the Marlins the whole series. First time ever. 3 games. Man. Well, you know what? You find a mentor. But you know what? Sometimes it's the foundation. You know what I mean? My grandfather, you know, he couldn't even speak English. Either one of them. One was Polish and one was Italian. And my dad changed the dynamics of the family, and I believe I received that, and then I pass it on to my kids, and I see my grandkids having it. So you know what? You can make a difference. Look at Kevin. He knows. He's making a difference. Okay, the book, once again, I had to pull this out because I know a lot of people are going through transitions. It's called Making Sense. It's a bright yellow. Making Sense of Life Changes. Transitions. The book is actually called Transitions. And it's by William Bridges. And he passed away a few years ago. But it's been republished in the millions. If you're foreign, you could probably get it translated now, you know, nowadays. But it's a good book. It's not hardcore. But when people make changes, people don't realize that, you know what? This is about you. You got to make changes. It's not about your job or your boss or your kids or your wife. No, you got to feel it and say, you know what? I'm done with this. I want to go this route. Kevin, have her read the book Transitions. Yeah, Craig, you know, it's funny because as I mentioned, I'm selling my condo and I kind of cleaned it out. I had about 150 books and I donated them to the local library, but they won't take like religious books and so on. So there's a religious, like a charity, what do they call it? Like a Goodwill, you know what I mean? A donation center. And they took all of them. And, but I do Audible now, and I listen to the books. Produce, okay. Who's watching the money, Kevin? Immigration? Just do the right thing, man. My grandparents were immigrants. You know, I feel for people that didn't take the right route, but, you know, we got some What's it got? It's got, we got some bad situations. Oh, no. T-Rex got to remind me. Okay. Will we come back? Did you see that mistake by that right fielder the other day? Oh, my God. I kind of felt sorry for him because I've made mistakes in the ball field too. Grandparents, yeah. Well, you came in late, kid. Ronaldo, is that it? Are you Italian? What am I talking about? You just popped on? Okay. Chicago, close. My parents were Chicago, but I'm St. Paul, Minnesota. But a lot of people thought I was from New York when I was in business, and they all recognized my dad's voice. That's awesome, Kevin. If you trust her, I mean, give it time. And make sure if you got to deal with her, you get a percentage. Make sure you have a contract. Okay? You weren't rude. Dino Cicerelli? He was a hockey player. It's okay. It's okay. I've been kicked many times, and I get it, you know. And I've hurt people too, but sometimes you just got to move on, you know. Yeah, hockey's a great sport. Yeah, Minnesota has a lot of Swedes. A lot of Swedes. 24 years? What, can't you make a decision or what? My team is the Florida Panthers. I like the Avalanche too, but I'm probably more of a Panthers fan since I've been down here in Florida. You know what they say about trust? Trust, but verify. That's Ronald Reagan. No, I'm not a Twins fan. My kids were Twins fans. I liked Reggie Jackson back in the day and George Steinbrenner. Thurman Munson, I was a catcher, a wannabe catcher. Thurman Munson was my guy. And then my kid became a catcher, a great catcher. He was Hall of Fame in college, played a little minor league. And his guy was Pud Rodriguez. Who's your team? I didn't get the right name. I have a NFL team. Does anybody want to know? Florida. I live in Florida. Yeah, Bruins. We got your guy, Brad. I hated him with the Bruins, and now I love the guy. Oilers, man. Yeah, we're going to see. Wow, that's awesome, man. Holy, and she was 19. She's the best girl, my brother. That's cool, man. Kevin, that's cool, man. Good for you. You know, it's a beautiful thing. I have brothers that are married 40 years and stuff like that, and I think it's beautiful. I just didn't make it, you know. I picked the wrong horse. You know how I talk about picking the wrong horse? I picked the wrong horse multiple times. I don't know. I don't know if I'm unhappy. I kind of get down on myself when I don't finish off all my tasks. My task was to go do some fitness today, but I didn't do it. Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Yeah, but I'm a Raiders fan when they were with Oakland. Vegas, I can't even get used to the name. Well, he had Dino, he had great players around him. They had great synergy. You know what I mean? And their goaltender is awesome. Their ownership is awesome. Their coach is awesome. I don't know what that, Jackie, I don't know what that abbreviation is or if that's the name of the town. I'm on the southeast of Florida. Yeah, guy's married 4 or 5 times. I never heard that word, Raider hater. Wow. Hey, we got Geno Smith, we got Tom Brady, we got Pete Carroll. I'm going to pick half that team on my fantasy football. There you go. There you go, Willie. Yeah, but where is it, Jackie? What part of Florida? Jigsaw? You mean the killer? Oh, Supersonics. Kevin, listen. I would have went to New Zealand maybe 20 years ago. I took it off my bucket list because of the flight. You know, I just didn't want to do it. But then I went to Asia, and that was about 24 hours, and I did okay. But I prepared for it, you know. I'm in a different mindset now. I only do things that I want to do. But I appreciate it, Kev. You're young though, man. You got another, 20 years at least before you might end up coming to the United States someday. Adelson, no. No, I haven't. Oh, yeah, the Chiefs and the Raiders. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a long way. You got it. I'm excited. Shiv. Hi, Rock. Oh, Lee County. Oh, Lee County. Isn't that Lakeland up there too? I think Lakeland's up there, Lee County. I was in the printing industry. There's a lot of printing up there. A major company. I dealt with some business with those people up there in Lee County. And I think Publix is up there. Isn't their headquarters? Publix food chain? They're an ESOP. It's not a bad job if somebody's these trolls. You guys are young. You should get into an ESOP. You don't have to work that hard, but your team, you might get kicked off though. I don't think troll farms are ESOPs. Do you guys? No. I've never been locked up in jail, but I've been beat up. I've been beat up. Soccer. Well, don't they have hockey now, the hockey club or something. Did they ever change that name or is it still Utah Hockey Club? Actually, Prince, I saw him when he was a nobody. It was the worst snowstorm on Halloween night. We went in to see him, and the weather got so bad when we walked out, it was like in 4 or 5 hours, like 2, 3 feet of snow. It was unbelievable. And he had walked in, I guess, to perform, and then they just closed it down. I wasn't a big, that music wasn't me, you know. Keep giving me hearts, thumbs up, all that stuff. It's all good. It's all good. Stick with me. It's all good. And you're going to see 1 to 2 a day because I'm trying to do the best I can to get monetized. It's not easy. Kevin, I'm giving you a heads up, man. If you decide to do this, it's not a hobby. And if you want to monetize like me, it's a job. It's a career. It's a strategy. And that's what's fun about it because I got all the tools. I got all the tools to do it. A lot of people won't do this, you know? They'll do videos and TikToks and stuff, but this is serious stuff. And I'm still trying to find out who my audience is. You know, I really don't know what's going to catch on, you know? You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, but it's basically cyber security. That's what it is. And I got notes on here who the clients would be. And see, I have a list of what words to use, you see, because the algorithm picks them up. And then what happens is the AdSense, the advertisers that pay Google, and I go for the big companies because the big companies got money, right? And then they start saying, well, does this Rock LaManna talk about finance? Does he talk about cyber security? Does he talk about AI? You see what I mean? So you're going to see sprinkles of these certain words, you know, protection. Everything's digital now. Everything's digital, you see? Kevin, you're scaring me, man. I saw your picture. You look like a dude. I mean, you know, you got it. Good shape. Hardworking guy. Got the mindset. Yeah. Yeah. The trolls are a win for people like me. You want, but most people can't take it. They can't take the kick in the ass. It's just a game. To me, it's comedy. Let me turn my light, one of my lights on here. I don't know. Oh, there I am. Okay. Nah, that's too hard for me to think about. Jackie. Well, I'll tell you, when I look at Trump, not only is he trying to do what he can do in 4 years, he got his kids. This is a business, man. He's a business guy. It's like me. This is a side gig for me. Running the country is a side gig for Trump and his family. But someday you might see one of his kids, which I would recommend, I would speculate is going to be Barron. Barron's going to be somebody. But they say he's got some issues. Who doesn't have issues, man? Come on. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it. Pizza. You know, don't even bring up pizza to me. You know why? I can't eat it anymore. I'm gluten-free. But you know there's gluten-free dough or something like that. There is it, whatever. I don't take the chance. I don't take the chance. I just don't want to feel bad. I mean, gut. I don't want my guts to feel bad. Well, he's no dummy. And I know he's working with Vietnam and Hanoi. I mean, like $3 billion. Just his license of his name. I mean, that's called branding. You know what I mean? And Trump's going to be, if he could live to get, to his 80s, what is he, 78, 79 now? He'll be 80, 81. But man, what kind of energy does that guy got? Come on. Unbelievable. Every day he's doing something. Announcing. Craig, I don't know what one bag is. $101. What is that? Is that for apples? No, no, no. Not trafficking. No, I'm not cool on that. I have a daughter too. And when I see that and I think of that, even though she's 43, I think, oh my God, is that what's happening to these parents and stuff? Oh, okay, Craig, I was worried. What did you include? Eggs? You get any meat, or is it all bottles of wine? Be honest, Craig. Do you have a family? Or is it just you? Yeah, especially if you're Italian. Come on. I love that food. I'm actually eating more and more Vietnamese food. We got Vietnamese places here. The steaks, huh? Fruit. What are you guys gonna do tonight? It's 8:14. Kevin, he knows this, and Craig probably. I give it an hour. Hour's enough. But you know what, guys? I think I'm converting and rehabbing the trolls. What do you think? Where are they? I'm missing them. I hope I get some more subscribers. It all helps. But this is all a strategy. It's all a strategy. I have a brother that's on YouTube, and he does music, but he's not monetized. That's not his goal. My goal is to monetize. I don't even listen to him, W. That's not George W., is it? George W.? No, Bernie, no. No, there's quite a few people that it's all noise. You know what I mean? Noise. I'm a serious guy. I'm going with our leader right now, and I just hope he does all the right things. You know? And I thank God I'm not in the service, or my kids are in the service. That's tough work, man. That's tough work. All right, Kevin. When you say trucks, are they like the big ones, the 53 footers? Are they 53 footers in New Zealand? I don't know. Oh, listen, guys, we just picked up some trolls. We just picked up some trolls. Let's see how long they last. It's already 60 minutes, so hey, you guys, you trolls, come back. I'll be here tomorrow. It's good for the algorithm. I appreciate it. Subscribe, help it. Don't forget, I got good clients that are in the cyber security business, and they're looking for more. And I want to help Google and the channel YouTube catch They're called troll cops. They're cops. They're watching all this stuff. And so I'm hoping that they advertise on my channel because, it generates dollars. I am number 5. 40 footer, huh, Kevin? It's still big. I'm number 5 of the 11. Well, Jose, whatever I think for peace, I'm all for peace. Because I think about those people and you see those families. We are so lucky in the United States that we got this protection, man. We got to help people. What about the Ukraine and Russia? Come on. It's sad. And I know Russians in Florida. I know Ukrainians here. They're very nice people, man. It's sad. Oh, they're not toys, are they? Trump just code red. He's not done. No, I haven't. A V8, when I think of V8, I think of motors back in the day. Tyro, what happened? Your fingers give out? Yeah, will it ever be over? It's sad. And how can we people concentrate? And don't forget, it's not about us. It's about our grandchildren and the generations, the younger generations. Yeah, we got 53 footers. Oh, funny cars? Back in the day, I used to like Minnesota. We had a drag race outfit. I don't know if it's still there, but I went up there a couple times, and you got to wear the hearing aids. Danny, who is Mr. Drag Racer? Danny Gallus? Is that what his name was? Danny on the Gas Gallus. And then he went into the Indy cars. I'm assuming you guys like F1. F1's getting real popular. They're good athletes too, man. Yeah. Okay. I think we're over 60 minutes. I thought this was good. Thank you for everybody coming on. I appreciate the support. My brother's channel, you want to hear this? Carlo, Carlo, LaManna, LaManna. Look him up. He goes around, listens to bar bands in Minnesota. He's got a lot of videos. He's not trying to monetize. He just goes and he knows these people, and he loves music. Auto glass repair. If it helps people, I'm all for it. Insurance takes care of that, right? I think in Florida they have it's covered by insurance now. I had my windshield replaced one time. It was real simple. They came out and 5 minutes later, didn't have to move it, nothing. Okay, thanks, Kevin. Watch what you do. Stay the course. You know the words. I'll talk to you guys soon. It's going off, but we got a few people here, and it's going to evolve. It's going to evolve, but I appreciate it. You'll be seeing more on my shorts and so on. So I'll talk to you soon. I'm growing my TikTok. Watch my TikTok too. Thank you. Gazella. Is that how you pronounce your name? I hope that's good. God bless you guys. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. See you then. God bless.